Hello, everybody. It's me, Cobra. Today we've got a guest. The guest is my future wife, also a YouTuber herself, Kitty.
Hello, and please subscribe to my channel, Kitty Sutter.
Well, close enough, but
Mm-hmm.
she needs to work on how to pronounce that last name. Okay, boys. 2019 is when the pandemic first started. Now, hun, tell everybody what you thought about the pandemic.
It was bad.
They need to
It,
see your face more.
it was bad. It was just not good for everybody.
Yeah, she's right about that.
I didn't like it.
Oh, well, later on during the year of 2020, I think it was close to the middle of 2020, everybody had to wear these. Now show yours.
That's yours. Yeah,
It has to be in the camera.
and I
There
don't
you
like.
go.
I don't like these.
Nobody really likes wearing these. Now, when it was close to the middle of 2020, not only everybody was required to wear these, people were also had, well, pretty much the same thing happened during the Great Depression. All of the businesses were either closed or was out of business. Right, hun?
Yep. See?
Well, she decided to put her mask on
To show you.
to show you boys. Now,
Yep.
also, hun, tell everybody your experience when the business was closed.
Well, all the business, it was rough for people. Some people didn't know if they're gonna make it or not. Some people had to go bankrupt. It was really bad. It was like they didn't know if they're gonna be able to keep everything or not. It's so bad that some people went into riots and stuff, just and all this stuff. Like, what are they gonna do? It's, and then other
Well,
people saying they want things back to normal.
well, the riots wasn't because of the pandemic. Some guy named George Floyd died during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there was a movement called Black Lives Matter.
Mm-hmm.
It was around, or should I say, it started in the middle of 2020.
He's right.
Now, hun, tell our boys about your experience and what was going through your head during the riots of Black Lives Matter. And they got to see your face.
You wouldn't want to be there. You don't want to do it. It was bad. Everybody left them right, breaking in the stores, stealing stuff, then spraying or painting all kinds of stuff. It was bad. I mean, just because what one person did, that's not fair. Just over there, it's not right. It's like, I'm gonna say this: people don't got no respect for everybody else. No, they don't. I'm making a point to let y'all know they
But,
don't.
but Black Lives Matter didn't just start with George Floyd. Now, he was the inspiration behind it, so to
Mm-hmm.
speak. But others, other people with other people of different color was part of the reason why Black Lives Matter started. It was leading up to it. George Floyd was pretty much the fuse. Right, hun?
Yeah, it was, like I said, bad. Over something like that. He's right. I agree with him.
If anybody wants to know our experience behind Black Lives Matter, check out one of my other channels.
And mine too. Yep.
Now, hun, where were we at the time during Black Lives Matter and the pandemic when it got really bad?
We was in New York at the time. Long story, but I'm not getting into it, but we was there.
She's right.
Yeah, and it was pretty bad there. It was, oh my God. I might just say it was almost a nightmare almost, put it that way. Yep.
We was on the streets of New York City during the lockdown.
He's right, like I said, long story, but not gonna go to it. Go ahead.
Some people would say that was martial law, but I honestly don't think so because there was no military on the streets. That's usually what martial law is, the military or the police.
He's right.
And Mommy and Daddy has experience of 2020.
Yep. I mean, bad year. Between that, well, you might want to say 2019, 2020, it was bad.
Now, boys, it's obvious y'all gonna be older and the pandemic will not be the norm of y'all's time.
He's right.
So, boys, I hope y'all watch these videos more
Mm-hmm.
to learn about our experience.
Yep.
Hun,
I
those restaurants we went to, the fast food restaurants, you remember, right?
Yeah, they were.
I'm not done with my
What?
question. Now, tell our boys about your experience of those restaurants. What exactly did you go through?
Okay. In the beginning, I'm gonna say this, before this happened.
I'm talking about during the pandemic.
I know. I'm trying
Just get to the pandemic, please.
Things were good. Now things are not good anymore because you can't. They took the table. Either took them out, like put them up, or either put the chairs on top of the table. You can't eat it, and you gotta take your food with you now. You can't even eat it at much no more first.
She's right.
It's, I guess, to keep things down.
During the middle of the pandemic, during the middle of 2020, or was it close to the middle? I can't remember, but you may have to look it up, kids, or should I say boys.
Mm-hmm.
There was a sign at some of the restaurants. Now, Mommy will be able to tell you more, but I will say this. There was signs of what to expect and what not to expect. Now, Mommy could verify the same thing as I'm saying. They took out a lot of the tables and the seats. Some of the restaurants were closed because of the pandemic. This was in New York City.
He's right. It's the truth.
And I will say this, boys. Mommy and Daddy got back to Baltimore at 9/11 of last year.
We sure did.
Now, hun.
We had to for a reason.
Now, hun.
Yes, sorry.
I need you to tell our boys, what was the bus ride like? What did we have to wear?
Okay, the bus ride was where you had to wear a mask the whole time on the ride.
Show your mask.
I don't know, but show you. I had to wear the whole time, which I didn't want to, but we did. You know, the whole ride, even when you go on the station, you had to wear it. Pretty much. It's like that was the rules.
Mommy's right about that,
There was
boys.
no choice.
Excuse me, hon. Mommy's right about that.
Mm-hmm. It's for, I guess they say it's for everybody's safety.
Now, honey, how many deaths was there before they started handing out the vaccines?
I don't know, but it was
Give a guess.
right now. There was so many of them, it didn't make no sense. Not this our state, but it was a lot of the states and countries. I'm telling you, it was packed. It was a lot of them, and it's sad.
Now, boys, they are going to say that China was to blame for the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, boys, it was the U.S. government.
Yep, it was sure was the government.
That's the reason why the pandemic was like it is
Yep.
during that time. They blamed China. That's not
Mhm.
true.
It wasn't their fault. He's right. It was the government.
Now, this is during 2021 we're talking about. During the beginning of 2021, we got a new president. Normally I wouldn't talk about politics, but that's besides the point. Like I said, we got a new president. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of supporters of our last president before our current one. Well, before Biden. Our former president was nothing more of a businessman. Only thing he was famous for was, what was the name of that show, huh?
I forgot.
The Apprentice.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and say it on here. I'll allow it.
I was never gonna say.
Okay.
But he's right. I like to make it quick, saying a comment.
Next
Don't-
time, say excuse me,
Excuse
please.
me, but don't trust Trump. Do not. I'm like, y'all know, don't matter if you're 18, whatever, boys, don't trust him. He's no good. Let y'all know now. Go ahead.
Mommy is right about that. Like I said, Trump was no more than a businessman. I don't even think he even served the military. Y'all can look it up, boys, but
Daddy's right. He said he's gonna do things, but I ain't see it. Daddy ain't see it. He lied. So, like I said again, boy, don't trust him.
Mommy's right. Okay. Now, let's get back to the point.
Go ahead.
Because of the businessman we were talking about, our current president, which is a politician. A politician's back in office. The supporters of that businessman, of our last president we've had, there was a riot that happened in D.C.
Mm-hmm.
Mommy and Daddy was not there during that time.
We was here.
Exactly. It was on the news. They said it was real bad.
He's right about it. It was so bad. It didn't make any sense. There was some people here from Maryland.
Yeah, it's true.
Yep. It was huge.
And I don't think any of them wore this.
If some of them did, okay, but if some didn't, that's on them.
But that's besides the point. I really don't care if they wore these or not.
No, well, I don't care. And I'm glad we wasn't there.
But, of course, which was a good thing, that cop, he had to retreat. That was funny.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to say this, excuse me. Ever since the
as long as you're in the camera, that's fine, but watch your elbow.
Ever since the Bible, things has been going downhill lately. Really. It's not good for no one. And we all wish things would go back to normal.
Well, you would actually have an opportunity to say that later, right?
But
Well, I'm gonna give y'all a history lesson since mommy interrupted.
And I didn't mean to, but
Excuse me, I can't talk sometimes.
let Daddy talk.
So, I'm talking about I can't really get words out right sometimes, but thank you, hon.
You're welcome.
Well, the beginning of 2021. Now, the riot, a lot of people at the riot has been arrested, but that was during the pandemic. Now, a lot of the politicians that was at that meeting was in danger because there could have been a lot worse happen to those politicians. Am I right, hun?
Yeah.
See, boys? That was on the news.
He's right. Completely right, boys.
Now, I will say this. We will give y'all future updates of the pandemic as it goes through.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say this. They talking about the pandemic being done in 2023. But I doubt that's ever going to happen.
Yeah.
Now,
Right.
now let's get to the vaccines. The vaccines they promised the vaccines at the end of 2020, right?
Mm-hmm. That's what they saying.
There's people that's taking the vaccines. Some people were getting sick because of it, right?
Yeah. It's certain ones. Certain big things, but excuse me?
Go ahead.
Well, me and Daddy, and specialty, ain't getting it.
Mommy is right.
We're looking out for y'all.
Now, boys, I'm going to say this. There is these things called stimulus checks, which is checks that are promised by the government during emergency times.
Daddy's right. They didn't start coming into the bowels yet.
Mommy is right. But these stimulus checks are supposed to help out anybody. Some people that is getting paid through the government, or some people that lost work, which actually happened during the pandemic.
He's
A
right.
lot of people was laid off. Like I said, a lot of people lost. Well, I might as well just say, people got fucked.
Yeah, they lost their job. Excuse me, but he's right. Some people still waiting for their unemployment checks. It's the truth.
Mommy is right about that.
That's how bad it's getting now. It's like even some people thinking what they're gonna do next, which is the truth.
Mommy is right about that, boys.
Yep.
Now, I'm gonna say this. Well, a lot of people have been waiting for their stimulus checks. Mommy can verify this, what I'm about to say.
And when you feel like something that I found out.
Yeah, we'll get to that, hon.
It's about the checks.
Now, the mail was slowed because of the pandemic. Now, a lot of people that was working for U.S. courier companies like the U.S. Postal Service, FedEx, DHL, and companies like that was very few. Personnels were very few because of the pandemic.
He's right about that. It is being.
If you have something to add, excuse me, you have something to add it because of the checks thing.
Yeah, it is slow. But now I found out that while it's taking the iOS so long to do anything but the check they had to get the information they needed from Social Security. It's the truth. I found this out. I looked it up. No joke.
Mommy's right about that.
No joke. That's why it took so long. Now some people that didn't get the check, they told them to get them either in their bank, or either they're gonna get it mailed off or something. That's why it's taking so long.
Now, boys, to verify what I said, about the courier services, watch one of my other videos on courier, on the courier one. I may try to post a link in the description. Now,
I want to add something for it.
That'll work. Now, boys, one thing I gotta say, the economy is right now is not that good.
No, it ain't.
It's, to be honest, boys, the economy is shit.
He's right about that. I could back that up. He's not making it up.
Now, the U.S. Postal Service right now is actually not all that reliable.
No, excuse me, but he's
Go ahead.
right. It's so bad. I'll give you a quick problem that Daddy got his package late because the mail was being so slow. Really slow. It was that bad. It's like they shorted people because people just afraid of the powers.
Now,
It's taking that long.
Now, to watch more about that thing that she's talking about, the package thing, look up the video on the courier one. I'll have to post a link in the description, boys.
He's right. He been posted up.
It's going to be in the description of this video.
All I'm saying is if you mail something, expect it taking a while.
She's right about that.
Could be weeks, months.
Now, hun.
I'm putting it in for him. Go ahead.
One thing. Now, I got another question before I lose it.
Go ahead.
Before I lose track of what I was going to ask you.
Right.
Now, what do you think the future would be like in the next few months? Or maybe in the next year?
Well, that I'm not sure, but to me, hopefully the ball will be gone. I'm hoping they will be back to normal. I'm hoping, we can get back to a normal life. I'm going to say that it's not for anybody. It really ain't.
Mommy's right about that.
I really can't. It's like some people can't keep doing with it.
Mommy's right about that.
And I just want it over with. We want it over with. I understand.
She's right about that.
And I'm going to make a point of one thing for Tell. Tell, if you come home, if you go anywhere with us, keep your mask on. Please. It's for if we go out.
Unless you're at the house.
Both
of you boys.
I'm talking for him because he's older.
And I said both of them.
Yeah, Journey's not going to be ready.
Maybe or maybe not. Who knows?
Yeah, but it's for safety. So-called rules. Which we don't like.
Nobody likes rules.
Oh.
Except for the rules that you make.
One more thing for the maid I wanted to say about it.
Go
Can
ahead.
I say that, please? Excuse me?
In a minute, please.
Yes.
Now, I've got something to say.
Yes, my love.
Okay. Now, remember, one thing I gotta say, this is the longest video I've done for this channel. But it's well worth it.
He's right.
Because you boys are gonna have to know something.
And we love you.
Be prepared. Mommy and Daddy, at least Daddy, will teach you some stuff that y'all going to need to know. Doesn't matter if it's another pandemic, a war, maybe the zombie apocalypse, a robot uprising, or what have you.
He's right. He's been doing it to me.
Now, I'm going to say this. I'm going to be also posting up survival videos on my other channel now that I can log into it.
Yep.
Can you bring the camera closer, please? I want to be able to see my face.
Watch the cord.
It's fine. Thank you, hun.
That's for them.
Also, boys, and everybody else, please subscribe to Kitty Southard at her on her videos and her channel, please.
Thank you, and I will be making more videos soon.
She will. Now, hun, do you have any final thoughts?
Okay. For these masks, I'm gonna say this.
You got to get in the camera so they can
Now
see.
they saying that if you get in any bus or whatever, you have no choice to wear these. Otherwise, you're gonna get fined if you get caught without it. If you get a set on the bus, you will be in big trouble. You get fined extra if you forget again. And they're not playing. This is a new rule now. We don't have a choice. And you cannot wear a scarf. They don't allow that no more.
Now, to look up, now, I'm going to be posting up future videos about these. And to be honest with you, these are nothing more worth than toilet paper. Don't really protect you.
You know it.
And let me see that mask.
He's right about that.
Now, these masks here, I would actually wear. The ones I had, the one I just had, is nothing more than toilet paper. Boys.
He's right.
If you want to wear something that has some balls.
Excuse me?
And have something that is sturdy.
He's right. Excuse me, but
go ahead.
If I'm gonna say this real quick. If it's a hot day, summer, whatever, they will get you sweaty. I'm telling you, wearing it in the heat, yeah, I'm telling you, I had experienced it, and it ain't fun. You can hardly breathe under them.
Excuse me. I have a mask made out of an old t-shirt. Now, my mask has actually been keeping my face cool and I can breathe out of.
He's right.
I recommend materials. I recommend a thin material. That's really all you need. I have been preparing for the 6 feet social distancing.
Yeah.
Stuff like that my whole life because I've never hung out with a lot of people. Have you?
Not really. I don't trust a lot, but that's why. And you're not gonna be hanging out with a lot of people either, because we don't trust them. This is letting y'all know for fair warning. Go ahead.
Mommy is right. And to be honest, boys, the stuff that they had during 2020, 2021, maybe 2022 is all overrated. It's all out of proportion.
It really is. He's right. I'm gonna just say, can't do what you used to anymore right now.
Mommy is right about that, boys.
They're making it harder for us. And is that fair? No, it's not.
To be honest, all you need is just an old t-shirt. Tie around your face like a bandana. That's all you need. You don't really need masks, boys.
That is right.
To be honest, it's just a way of the government to control you, boys.
That's all they're doing.
Mommy's right about that. She just said.
It's the truth. Sad but true.
Now, I know some people, boys, that can verify the same thing that Mommy and Daddy are telling you.
He's right.
Go ahead.
He's right. Okay. Quick example. Right now, we have a friend that's going to be your friend soon. She's in a different country. She's experienced a lot of it. Her name's Emma. And it's bad down there.
Really? They don't need to know names. They're going to know
but
eventually. They're going to know eventually once they come here. So.
Yeah. If Point Blank is bad there, it's bad all over. I mean,
all around the world, it's bad.
He's right.
Now, a lot of the countries to this day, and this year is 2021. Mm-hmm. To this day, they have not been out of lockdown. I'm just saying in general. Don't quote me on this, boys. the United States is no longer under lockdown. But I will say this. There is countries out there that's still under lockdown.
Oh,
Next time, say excuse me.
I'm gonna say excuse me, but he's right about that. Plus, I found out now they saying France is on lockdown. It blew up on my phone earlier today. I meant to tell you that one.
Well, she's right about that. Like I said, there's still countries that's under lockdown.
Schools, all of them down there.
Now, boys, this is the year 2021. Now, 1 year after 2020. Now, schools. No, not many schools, I can say, has actually been opened up yet. Excuse me for burping, I'm having a beer.
He's right about that. They haven't been open, or they slowly trying to be in parts.
Honestly, to be honest, the kids that are in schools, all they would have to do is wear these and that 6 feet crap.
That's all. But they saying, oh, it's not ventilations in them and all that. What's that got to do with it?
Yeah, I know. Just open a window for crying out loud.
Man. Now they splitting it where, half time you go in the building to do schoolwork, another time you be on virtual.
And to be honest, kids are actually been killing themselves because of the schools being closed down, right?
There you go. And I keep saying.
That started around 2020.
Yep. He's right about that.
Because kids couldn't go back to school and they couldn't hang out with their friends.
He's right about that. And what they keep flip-flopping, they're going to fail.
This started happening during the lockdown of 2020.
Yep. It's sad. It's really sad. It's so sad that the high school, some of them ain't even doing prom this year. It's that bad as the bars.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
Remember, the year she's talking about is 2021.
Yep.
Just so y'all know.
And it's the truth. Go ahead.
Now. Thank you, hon.
No, I'm just making a point.
2021, there was, the spring break of 2021, people were talking about caution. That they really weren't worried about people wearing these, but at the same time, they wanted people to worry about these. They wanted people to worry about the 6 feet crap, but at the same time, they really wasn't worried about the 6 feet crap.
I think it's bogus. It's crap.
Now, these were college and high school kids.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you boys will know.
He's right.
Now, I don't think either one of those people got sick, to be honest. Like I said, it's just government control.
They just want to control us. That's what it sounds like.
Now, ain't no telling what the future is going to hold, but y'all going to know from watching these videos.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm going to say this. And this only, boys. Y'all should listen to Mommy and Daddy. Y'all will do just fine.
Yep, we're just looking out for you because we love you and care about you.
And I'm going to say this, boys. Y'all be safe. Everybody that's watching this video and my other videos, be safe out there.
Please do. Take care of yourselves.
And as for wearing these, forget about it. Y'all don't need to wear a mask just because it's a pandemic. Just take precautionary measures.
He's right.
Y'all understand? What is a mask gonna do if y'all... What now? Let me put this is the first and last time I'm gonna put one of these on.
I'm gonna say this. Excuse me. It makes you look like you from a hospital.
Now, I'm gonna say this. Now, how much protection you gonna get off of something like this? Huh? If it was airborne, how much protection you gonna get off of that? It's gonna get on your skin. It's gonna get on your clothes. Now you got air pockets from wearing these. It can go through your nose. Some people like me's got beards. Now, what you might as well do with one of these is just throw them out the window. Just do the same thing that happened during the Tea Party. Throw them off of a ship, so to speak. Pretty much just throw them out the window.
Yeah.
You will get the same protection out of wearing something like this. Oh, you might as well have your hair over. If you had a long beard, you might as well just throw something like that out there and put your whole beard on with a pair of sunglasses or a pair of glasses.
Right.
Because it's the same thing.
I back up there on this. I really did.
Some people wonder why I don't wear a mask when I go outside. It's because I like to breathe. God damn it.
But here's the point, excuse me.
Go ahead.
If you gotta go to a store or get on a bus or something, then that's a different story. You got no other choice.
You might as well just wear an old t-shirt
Like,
over your face.
Yeah.
Might as well just go like this.
But they ain't gonna let you do that. It's either wear a mask or suffer. I'm like,
Me,
whatever.
you don't really have to ride a bus. I walk everywhere, okay?
He's right about that. He's right about that.
I've got 2 bad knees, but I walk everywhere. Only thing a bus is going to do is just going to be a waste of money. It's just, a bus just wants to take your money. Highway robbery.
But
Excuse me. Now,
Daddy is right about all that stuff.
taxis are the same way. It's just a waste of money, boys.
All
Public
right.
transportation is a waste of money. If y'all want to go places, you might as well. Oh, sorry, hun.
It's okay, babe.
You might as well use your 2 feet.
See this? That's all he does. He don't.
That's all you might as well do is use your 2 feet. Maybe ride your bike. When mommy and daddy teaches y'all to ride a bicycle a piece, y'all might as well take them and use them as your transportation.
He's right. It's
now. The only thing the government wants to do is take all your damn money.
Yeah.
That's all. The fines for these is just take your damn money.
Same thing when they added taxes to stuff way back from that day when they started putting taxes. That's another point there.
Now, they want to take more taxes during the pandemic from y'all, from everybody that's watching these videos, that's on YouTube. They want to take more money from y'all just to pay their taxes just because they're in a hole.
He's right. That we can't, and some people can't afford.
Now, there's always ways around taxes, boys. There's ways around it. Mommy and Daddy can tell you, I can tell you things that'll blow y'all's mind. And everybody that watches these videos of mine, watches her videos, watches my other channels, and y'all will say, damn, he's a genius.
Oh, she's right.
Exactly.
It's this, I'm gonna say this, life's not fair anymore.
Now, to save your bus fare, all you gotta do is walk everywhere. I walked from DC to halfway to Baltimore just for her.
He's right about that. He did.
Now,
Good.
Now, I did not have to pay for bus fare. I did not have to pay for Amtrak. I did not have to pay for Mark. I only paid for Mark once in my life. And I swore not to do it again. I don't pay for public transportation. By the time y'all watch these videos, boys, I will be making my own money. I'll be getting my own money. Y'all will actually, I still, to that day, I will not be paying for public transportation once out of my pocket. To this day, even during the pandemic, I never once paid for public transportation, and I still don't. You can ask her.
He didn't, but for me, I'm gonna say it was a few things I did for him. We had to go somewhere, but point blank is he's right. It's a waste of money. It's ridiculous. You know, it costs up.
She's right.
Even for them bus passes, some of them cost.
Now, for one bus pass here in Baltimore, you may have to ask mommy if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Let me finish. It's $2.90.
Nope.
Like I said, you can ask her if I'm wrong.
We fixed it for you. Excuse me. For monthly?
One day I'm talking about.
No, it's almost $5 for one bus pass. Yeah. Now monthly, it's about maybe almost $78, something like that, for just the monthly. That's a whip.
Either way, $2.90, $5. Who gives a damn? It's actually a waste of money. You can use that money, buy you some bubble gum, buy you a soda or something.
Yeah.
Buy you something you want or you need.
Same thing. Even if you're getting it one way, that's about $2. That's still a whip off.
That's what I was talking about, one way.
Yeah, that. But for a whole day, like going back and forth, it's more than that. It's about close to $5.
Honestly, I was actually talking about one way, but
he's right.
I don't exactly. Sometimes I can't say things right. Sometimes I can't.
That's Daddy's fault, but he's right. It's just a waste of money, he's saying. I agree.
Actually, that's their grandfather's fault. But that's a story for another day, kids.
He's right about that too. You don't want to trust him, but it's another day.
But I'm going to say this. I am a supporter of the United States. I'm a patriot of this country.
Me too.
I remember a time when this country was great.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't take somebody like our last president of 2020. I'm not naming names, but Mommy named his name. He said he'd make this country great again.
The bull.
He didn't. Now, don't trust anybody that runs for president that will say they will make this country great. You will decide if this country is great, not some politician.
Excuse me, brother J.
So,
not that.
Sorry about that. Mommy had to pass gas.
That's okay. It slipped,
but it happens.
Daddy's worried about what he's saying.
Now, let me finish. I love this country. Anybody that says I'm a fake patriot does not know their ass from a hole in the ground. They don't know me. I know me. But I'm going to say this, boys. And I'm going to be honest. Hang on a second. Give me a second here. Now, I'm going to say this. Now, I grew up back in the 90s. I was born in the 80s, 1980s, boys. And I'm going to say this. At that time, this country was great. To my standards. Because there was no cowards back in my day. Mommy will know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, anybody would actually get offended over any small thing.
Yep.
Anything that's small.
Yep.
A guy that's hairy as me walk outside without a t-shirt. Now, back in those days, the 80s and 90s, a guy could walk out without a t-shirt just to keep cool, and people will keep their mouth shut. Mommy knows what I'm talking about.
Yep, he's right.
Back in the 70s, before Mommy and Daddy was born, the same thing.
Yep.
Ronald Reagan. There was a picture of Ronald Reagan, had a beer in his hand, cooking barbecue. And he was in regular clothes. He wasn't a coward. Back when a man could be a man. Nowadays, there's ordinary guys frown upon people, guys like me, that has hairs on our chest, hairs down below, hair all over our bodies. And not only that, people get offended by it. That's why they think of our bodies as lawnmowers, not lawnmowers, as lawns, when it's not even a lawn.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Daddy's right about that, because now they put these commercials out there about it.
Yeah, it's true. Y'all will learn about these commercials later on in the videos.
And I have something to say. It's a confession.
Go ahead.
I have at some point, this is before, been saying things about telling Daddy to cut, trim his hair or something, but I stopped that because he doesn't like that. It's my fault. I'm admitting it right now, put it on the table. So I was wrong about it. That I shouldn't have told him to trim his hair and cut his hair off and stuff. That's disrespectful. But now I love him the way he is.
Now, I am a type of person that believes in accepting the person the way they are. Am I right?
Yep.
Now, this country here, this country was founded on rebellion. Was founded for people that wasn't afraid to stand up for their rights. Now, this country, a lot of people in this country, except for BLM, but that's beside the point. Y'all gonna learn about those in my other videos. But I'm gonna say, a lot of people is afraid to stand up for what they believe in. Look up the Revolutionary War of 1776. That will teach y'all something, people.
You're right. I love this guy. He's right about everything. That's one reason why I love him. He's telling you all this is the truth.
Independence Day.
Right?
Independence Day was actually on July 2nd. Am I right?
Yeah.
Now it's 4th of July. It's on the 4th of July.
Not again.
Because,
excuse me.
Yeah, excuse me. Because the government declared it so.
Won't just skip the name not watching.
We can watch. We watch it later. Right now, I'm not worried about it. I'm worried. Let's get this done.
But Daddy is right what he's saying. I'm gonna say that right then. I can back him up.
Yeah, Mommy is right. But I'm gonna say this, boys. Y'all can look up the history. Just because the government says for everybody to jump off a bridge, that's not so. You will decide when to jump off that bridge. You're not going to let somebody tell you to jump off the bridge. Now, are you? Are you, hun?
No, I'm not. I'm not going to be some dummy and do that. No. I make my own choices, but on top of that,
excuse me. Sorry, guys. The back part of my phone dropped.
It's okay, but I still love this man. He doesn't make my choices for me. He try to give me ideas and tips and help me. Okay, that's as I do the same for him. But we still love each other.
Now, y'all might see me drink a beer on YouTube. Y'all might see me smoke a cigarette on YouTube. That's because of what I do.
He's right.
And
does it bother me?
And when I'm outside, y'all don't see me wearing this. Why? Because of the type of man I am. I am no coward. Am I, hun?
No, you're not. But you're great. You're so great. I'm going to put it that way.
But I'm going to say this. Today's people, today's men are cowards. Women of today, according to society, are actually tougher than men. Now, me personally, I believe that men and women are equal. Now, look at China. China was strong enough to wrestle men, maybe fight them. Men actually are strong. Now, I remember when mommy and daddy remembers when a man was a man. Was a man that was worthy of being a man. Now, we're not going to let society or the government to say what a man is. We choose, we the people will choose what real men are. We're not going to let commercials, society, or even TV to give a definition of what a man is supposed to be.
He's right.
That's what me.
Oh my God.
I am 35 years old. I grew up old school. I grew up with older folks. I grew up pretty much around older people. I grew up with the old-fashioned American values.
Excuse me, it's not y'all.
I grew up with the old-fashioned American values. Respecting your elders, respect a woman, respect anybody. Now, I believe that respect is not really just given, it's earned. Am I right?
Yep.
There you go.
And that's one of the points he made. I was gonna put on top of something else.
Now, bikers, I'll tell y'all one thing. Bikers are pretty much family. Not every biker is a bad guy that thinks he's that thinks that he's all tough. No. Bikers are family. Bikers protect their families. Bikers are true patriots. Cowboys are actually real men. Bikers are real men. Because they're both about family values, stuff like that. Anything you gotta add, hun?
Well, he's right about it. Completely right. He's making a good point. Now, I want you to listen to both of us, okay? We're doing it for your own good. Okay?
I couldn't see the camera.
We love you and care about it, like I said before. Okay? We're not doing it to hurt you.
Now, watch these future videos. And again, please subscribe to Kitty Southard's videos.
I will be making some in the future, don't worry.
And subscribe to her channel, people.
Okay?
This is my future wife. If y'all will not do it for me, do it for her.
It might be time we might make a video together. Either on mine or his. It might be time. It's going to be in the near future. We'll see our kids on there too.
Keep your hand away so I can see. Thank you.
So, yeah. We're going to make plenty of videos just about a lot of stuff. So, I'm just letting y'all know now. Please subscribe to our channels.
And if y'all wondering why that this video is longer than usual, we had a lot to say and a lot of questions. Now, please like and subscribe to my channel. And please show some love to my future wife. Gonna be my wife soon.
You got that right.
Later, guys. Cobra signing out. And Kitty Southard signing out, guys. Later.
Thank you. I was on the